Trading to Traders, Mark here. Crude oil's not been on my radar for a long time now. A lot of you guys like to trade crude, but it really hasn't been on my watch list. I have to admit I haven't looked at it for a long time, but you know what, it's flagging up now. We've pushed off this this $40 level, and I'm using a cash type adjusted chart here, so this is not the front month futures, but it's close enough, and it's good for the patterns, and it's good actually for going back long term, so you can see really how the patterns have played out. But you know what, we have pushed up how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days without a pullback. And you know what, historically crude oil works quite well with waiting for the first red candle, the first green candle and the opposing direction of the trend, and then taking a trade back in the direction. Now I'm a little bit cautious of taking that because we have had this move here already, but you know, I think it's probably worth a go. I'm not going to take it just blindly, but I'm going to use it for a day trade theme. So what am I talking about? So if you look back here, we have multiple red down candles, we have your first green, and then the likelihood is after you've had that first green, the next day you're going to get some follow through. You know, it's the same here. You have multiple red candles here. Let me get the drawing pen out, it's clearer. You have multiple red candles here, your first green, and then the next day you get some follow through back to the downside. Yeah, as I say, here was one. It's a little bit mixed there. I wouldn't really call that you know, a trade as such. This one obviously is a stop out. That's not a correct one, but you've got to be careful obviously when you elongate the trend that you're not getting involved in, especially when you're taking out a low. So you've got to put it in context. You can't just take it just completely raw. But anyway, you get the idea. I can go back and I can pick out a few that work, but generally the theme is that if you wait for the first pullback day and then the subsequent day after that, look for continuation of the trend. That's a profitable strategy. However, I'm not just going to take it blindly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep an eye on crude oil from now on, and the first red day we get after today, assuming today closes green, I want today to close green, and assume we don't get up to here before we have our first red day. I want to see a first red day, first red candle, and then the day after that I'm going to focus on looking for an intraday long setup, whether that is sort of dip down that double bottoms early in the morning and I can work off a low like that to go long, or whether that is a start of a trend that retraces back, consolidates, and then starts to pick up, so I can work off an intraday consolidation, or something like that. Or maybe there's an real strong opening drive with the first pullback. I probably won't take that on crude oil because it's not such a key open. The pit open's not as important as it used to be, so probably won't take that sort of thing. But you get the idea, looking for some sort of intraday support to work off in the bigger theme of it moving higher the next couple of days. So summary, wait for my first red day on this. Then the next day, look for some sort of support to work off to take along, looking for a close at highs, then a day to follow through. But we'll see what happens because it's just not been on my radar, but it's definitely on my watch list. I'm not going to go crazy, I'm not going to go heavy risk on it, but it's just one of those you can put on the alert and wait and see if it sets up. Okay, have a good evening, guys. Back with another video tomorrow.